Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast. Did you know that plants are truly amazing? Not only can you grow them and eat them, you can also wear them, drink them, nourish your skin with them, and so much more. Let Ellen and Michael inspire you to love plants as much as they do, as they chat with the movers and shakers in this wonderful plant-based world. So, let's dig in.
This episode of the Plant-Based Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Cobra. The Cobra range of garden machinery is constantly expanding and offers the UK's largest range of lawnmowers. With a comprehensive lineup of quality and innovative petrol, electric, battery and cordless products to tackle any gardening task, Cobra is the newest evolution in garden machinery. Visit cobragarden.co.uk for your chance to win a variety of great Cobra products.
Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News.
Your horticultural news roundup for the week.
The Victorians have been found to have seldom worn makeup. Apparently, a foolproof face powder was made from potato starch, and elderflower was used as a face wash.
A crime committed against trees has resulted in the arrest of a 24-year-old man. 50 plus trees along the bank of the River Thames were anonymously chopped down over the course of about 1 month. Some of the trees were mature and up to 20 foot high. The crime baffled the community between Weybridge and Walton-on-Thames, and investigations are continuing.
Oh, gosh, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
Oh, so, not just for Nan's patio, there's a big marketing drive behind the humble geranium, aka pelargonium. However, we think that begonias also need a bit of loving. Why not check out our latest episode to hear more? Excuse that shameful plug.
And next up on the Plant-Based Podcast News, recent research on Instagram and in the media has resulted in finding that gardening is the 7th most popular type of exercise, above high-intensity interval training and martial arts. The study was initiated by Reebok to look at exercise trends throughout lockdown. Go gardening.
That sounds great to someone who's not that sporty like myself. So, did you know that crops such as rice and barley actually steal genes from nearby plants in order to make them grow better? Stolen genetic secrets can actually give longer flowering or cause the plants to grow faster and stronger.
Plants are too cool, you know. Good news story. The almost subtropical climate gardens at Logan Botanic Garden has recovered from flooding back in February. The concerning flooding that covered many of the world's rarest plants have bounced back with little impact, and the gardens are now open to the public.
So, another did you know that you can make tea from a certain species of hydrangea? It's known as a matcha, and it is made from the fermented leaves, which contain a natural sweetener. This could be the tea of the future.
I can't wait to talk about that in News Round Extra coming up. So lastly, before we do talk about hydrangea tea, on the horticultural news roundup today, keep your eyes on new trees being planted. Over the next 5 years, circles of blossom trees will be planted around the UK, creating new green spaces. The National Trust, along with partners, are hoping this will help people connect with nature, give some hope and reflection about the pandemic. The first will be a circle of 33 trees at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park in Stratford. We are on the News Round Extra. believe it or not.
Ellen trying to angle it back to professionalism here.
Because we are meant to be talking about the news that we've just read.
Well, it's only our rules. We can't break our own rules, you know.
I know, but our listeners are
anyway,
expecting us to talk about the news.
How do you know? You've never done any market research.
Because we say it's News Round Extra.
No, Ellen, I'm really going for you today. You're not getting out of this one.
I actually really feel like you're delirious, like when we recorded the other day.
I am. I've been up since 5 p. No, what is it? A.m.
Without alcohol.
It's not the times are called anymore.
Have you had coffee?
No, yeah, but earlier in the day. I would never have one past 5 p.m., Ellen.
Well, that's very good. I think
Not
you'll
on
be
my
asleep
nolly,
very
Nelly.
soon. You're already laying on the sofa with a blanket and cuddly toys around you, so I think you'll be snoozing quickly.
Okay, well, segue alert. If you do want something that is a nice alternative to coffee and caffeine, how about Hydrangea tea?
That sounded really, really cool, and I've never heard of that before. I wonder what it tastes
I know. I've actually got some samples coming to me, so we'll be able to try it for ourselves.
Have you? That's really cool. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, like, you know, I love new plants, and obviously that's been my career for years. But when something comes along that you've never even heard of or imagined, I was just like, what the heck? Yeah, it's just amazing. Like, but that's what I love about plants, like finding out new stuff about them, kind of people discovering uses for them as well. Yeah. And then if they're plants you can grow that you recognize, that's even more exciting, you know? Like
100%.
I'm always obsessed with the kind of different rare parts of common plants. So like, I don't know, like when fragrant begonias were introduced, you know, that was fascinating because it was a facet to a plant you already knew. Or fragrant delphiniums, you know, they're really rare, but kind of, you know, I'm aware of a couple of species, and it's just kind of blows my mind that one day the breeding might get there to change it all, you know? It's like, yeah, it's really cool.
It's just so amazing because like you think you know lots about gardening, but then you don't really know anything because there's so much more and everything's changing constantly. And that's what's exciting. That's why people do it for like their whole lives. You know, there's
definitely
always something to learn, something new. But I can't wait to try hydrangea tea. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, the word is kind of hydrangea tea or something.
Yeah, hydrangea tea. Because when I looked at it, I was like, "Is that how you spell it? Have I spelled that right?" But yeah, hydrangea tea. That's really cool.
Oh my God, this thing in Richmond with the chainsaw down the trees. Oh my God, that's horrible.
They're over 50
Nobody
trees.
makes me sad.
Someone's just taken a chainsaw and just chopped them down. And what's worse is some of them are there as like memorials to people who died. So some of them have little plaques, you know, at the base of the tree saying.
Did you say they had someone? They caught someone, or?
Yeah, so they've arrested somebody, but I don't know what the outcome of that is yet. It just says that their investigations are continuing.
Oh my God, that's just tragic.
Horrible. It's just horrible. Like all the trees are so important, you know, and they also there. People planted them.
But also, the age of them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are mature trees. It's very, very sad, but they've caught someone, so let's hope that justice is.
It makes me want to sob like I did when my veggie pod blew over.
Oh, we're going to go there, are we?
Oh my God!
We're going to
go.
How
can it blow over? It's like it's made of like steel. I know that because it took me hours to put it together, but of course that's because I didn't read the instructions. But yeah, how can it blow over? Honestly.
I mean, we've had really, really strong winds for a start, haven't we?
Yeah, I know.
I think I did find when mine blew over on the balcony in North Carolina, in a tornado though, I might add, it wasn't up against the back of the balcony. It was completely kind of exposed, if you like. And they seem to be much better if they're just up against a fence.
Yeah, but this was against the garage door.
It was against the garage door.
My only thought is maybe the garage door blew open and kind of knocked it over.
Right.
I don't know, but then garage doors, are they that strong? I don't know. Anyway, that's really dull. You don't have to talk about that because it'll only upset me.
I mean, I realised that it did upset you very much based upon the amount of text messages that you sent me.
It did. I was banging and clanging around the house. Oh.
But did you cry?
No, but I had similar feelings to when I was young. And the first plant I grew at school on the windowsill in the classroom, and I took it home to plant it out, and I stepped on it. And it like obviously died and was broken. And it was horrible. I ran indoors crying. I hated that.
Oh, bless you. You poor little plant geek, you.
Oh, dear. But it's also coupled up with being my earliest gardening memory.
Yeah, so that's sad.
It's actually particularly harrowing.
That's quite amazing that you have become Mr. Plant Geek then. Usually those kind of experiences scar us for life, and we don't want to go anywhere near whatever the subject of that experience was.
Definitely. So, Ellen, what do you think about the Victorians using less makeup?
So that's interesting, because isn't it Queen Victoria who basically invented makeup?
Well, but obviously made from potato starch.
Yeah. Yeah,
because I guess it is makeup of a sort, isn't it?
She was the first person to kind of glorify covering up your skin in a way. So, I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because life would be very different if we didn't all have to wear makeup, that's for sure. Nicer, probably. You know, it would take me a hell of a lot less time to get ready in the morning. But yes. Oh, strange, odd.
Do we wear, like, obviously I only wear makeup for TV, but I wonder why do people wear makeup? Is it like confidence thing or what? Or is it just because it's expected? What is the deal with that?
I think it's a bit of everything. I think it's confidence. I think it's expected, which is wrong, of course, but it is. I think especially nowadays for younger people, it's because they want to look a certain way, like a celebrity, or like how they see people photoshopped in magazines. And so, you know, makeup's kind of really important in their lives. But that's sad, because it is a mask. And I saw this really amazing video, and it was someone doing their makeup, blah, blah, blah. But at the beginning, it was about shape shifting, because basically that's kind of what you're doing. You are shape shifting your face. You are changing how your features look, the color of the tone of your skin. And it's bonkers, really. You know, desperately trying to hide lines and wrinkles. I mean, it's madness.
I guess it depends the reasons behind it, doesn't it, really?
Well, unfortunately, I think partly the reason is, you know, to try and look a different way to how you naturally look. Obviously, there's some amazing reasons why you would wear makeup too, you know, and it can be fun and it can be artistic. And yes, it gives you a bit of confidence. That's great. And like if you are on theatre or TV, it is better, otherwise you end up with a shiny face, you know. So there's lots of reasons for it. But I think Queen Victoria was kind of not invented it, because I believe like it had been used for a really, really long time.
But that's when they started to enhance their faces.
Well, I think for women in the Western world, perhaps, because obviously like years before that with Indigenous people, makeup wasn't as we have it now, but it was maybe a sign of where they were from, or it symbolized something, and it was still makeup. So, but I think Queen Victoria made it, you know, a thing that women
like an everyday thing, but obviously made of natural products to some degree.
Now we just put chemicals on our face. When there's a lot more plant-based makeup coming out there, which is really cool.
That's cool. I'm just thinking, like, one more thing on makeup, because this is just all in my head now. Like, I wonder if girls, do they wear it primarily for what other girls would think? Because to me, as a guy, I don't think, you know, I obviously can't talk for a straight guy, but I don't think a guy would notice if a woman had makeup or not. Or he would probably say he preferred them without makeup. What do you think to that, Ellen Mary?
I don't know the answer to that, if I'm honest.
It's a very interesting discussion point.
I think, I think men know if a woman's got makeup on or not, but whether that would make any difference to the appeal, I don't know. I often, like, if I haven't got makeup on and I've got like spots or red face or whatever, I'll say to my husband, I haven't got any makeup on, look at my spots,
and even like, to your husband still.
But,
wow.
No, but not in a bad way, just in look, I've got like spots, whatever, and he will say, but that's
reminding him.
He'll always be like that, but that's just your face.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your face. Like I don't see you with makeup on any different to without makeup
It's like
on.
you're apologizing for it. It's like,
yeah, almost. It's funny,
fine.
isn't it? Anyway,
Wow.
I must just tell you, I had a lovely facial today with a brand called Eve Taylor, and it's vegan and it's plant-based. And when I'd done a little bit of research, they work with Trees for the Future, that I'm an ambassador for. So I didn't know that before I had it done.
Cute.
But it was all plant-based and aromatherapy oils, and it smelled amazing. Like, I think you can't beat using natural products as much as you can. Definitely.
Cool. That's very nice. And we experimented with something on Monday as well, didn't we, young Ellen?
We did.
What did we do?
we went live on the Stereo app, and we were talking about begonias that swiftly changed into World Naked Gardening Day as well. And so it's an app where we're talking live like you are on a phone call. But if you are listeners, you can also send in a message by voice, and then we can play the message and answer your questions.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And I genuinely, when you said, we were going to do this, I was like, oh, really? What's this silliness? Another crazy Mr. Plant Geek idea. But it was really good fun.
Cool. It's so hard sometimes being creative, because sometimes ideas can be abstract until they become something. Yeah. So no, it was really cool, and we're going to do it like every so often as well, aren't we? And I think we're going to try and tag on a couple of little snippets from our conversations onto the end of this episode as well, so you'll get a chance to hear. But when we are going to go live on Stereo, we'll give you guys a bit of notice, and you can come and join in and put in your two penneth, can't you?
Join the conversation. It'd be lovely to hear our listeners' voices. I can't see you; it's just your voice. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, lovely, Ellen.
Okay. It's very lovely chatting with you. But it seems since we started talking, it's got much darker where you are right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not dark outside.
Did you turn a light off?
Maybe it's just my soul.
Your soul is dark.
I don't know.
Okay.
So that's great, Ellen. What have you got up to this week? What have you got on your agenda?
Oh, we're really dragging this out tonight.
No, we're chit-chatting. You miserable old fool.
I thought we're done. It's been ages. Do you know what I have to do when you ask me what I've got on this week or next week? I literally have to look in my diary.
Oh,
I genuinely don't know. In my diary, I'm going to literally read what it says daily just to make you laugh. Sort attic !
Ew.
Important in capital letters. It's not at all important. So it's not important. So I don't know why.
It's quite important in capital letters. That's
because
so funny.
At the time I must have thought it was important. And I need to sort Mental Health Awareness Week out is next week, and I've got 4 webinars for different companies, and I just want to shake up what I'm going to talk about
cool.
The benefits of plants and gardening and such like. So I'm going to be doing that. And Thursday night, I'm doing a live with Mike Palmer. I'm also going somewhere really, really, really exciting. I'm slightly worried that it will be ruined because the rain has been horrendous. But I'm actually going up to King's Lynn near King's Lynn to the Norfolk tulip fields.
Oh my God, how cool.
Yeah. A mini Kirkenhof.
Oh, that's really cool, darling. Oh.
But it does depend on what they're like, because we've had such heavy rain that so many of the tulips have been completely battered. So fingers crossed they'll be okay.
Well, I have a note in my diary that I have the day dedicated to you next week on Tuesday, I think it is.
Yeah,
where are you going to take me? You said you'd take me to a nice garden.
Well, I never said that. You said.
Then, just so you know.
Do you know what? You actually said to me, we'll meet up. And then the next thing I know was you said to me, oh yeah, you're going to take me to a nice garden. Anyway, yes, of course we can do that. But I actually thought about mentioning this to you today. My fruit cage for the allotment should turn up any day now. and I desperately need to get it up. So if you'd like to come to my allotment and build my fruit cage with me, then that would be amazing.
Well, I guess since you are my plant parent when I'm away, I really can't say no.
But we could go somewhere nice as well. Like we could do both.
Oh, okay,
Thank
then
you.
deal. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now you can sign off, Ellen.
Oh, okay. It's all on your terms. I want to chat now. All right, that's cool. It does look like midnight in your lounge, so I think it's time you had a snooze, right?
Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so, all right, well, I'll sign off then. Okay, well, nice to see you all, and we'll see you guys again very soon. Remember, what is next week's episode? I cannot remember. I think it is Nikki Chapman talking about Chelsea Flower Show and the RHS. That's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
In the meantime, please leave us a review, leave us a comment, contact us, heckle us on social media, whatever you want to do. But we're going to now finish off this episode with a few snippets from our stereo session, because you can come and join us on this brand new app, which is all about sound bites. We will put the links on social media as and when. So see you later, guys. Enjoy.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Yeah.
But I was wondering.
And yours was an orchid.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just think like I didn't want to be a one-trick pony. You know, as the almost originator of the day. You know, I don't know. I just wanted to. But you know what? I turned down ITV this morning. I think I told you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But spoiler: Steph's packed lunch. They want to do something this Friday. Like, I know, like, Naked Gardening Day has passed, but they're doing something, like, across the whole show with all sorts of different nudity. And I'm like, and I said to her, well, I'm technically retired. I'm not really into that. And la. And she rang me yesterday and we kind of chatted about it. It's kind of like, I'm only going to do it if it's more kind of educational than, you know, me sitting there saying I garden naked, because that's not the truth. And that's why I turned down this morning, really, because they had like 3 contributors on there. They were planning that then were saying like, oh yeah, I always garden naked. I always do this. But I think none of those people garden naked. They're more kind of, you know, posting as a kind of expression more than anything.
And,
you know, it's not
for fun. And for
let's
fun.
not pretend that we garden naked every day, you know.
No.
I don't know. So yeah.
Shall we listen to this message?
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to ask an actual gardening question now and try to stay on track. But my garden depresses me. What is like a really easy way to just make it less depressing to be in? Because it looks grimy.
I love it. It's a proper gardening question, and no one wants a grimy garden, do they?
I know, but we weren't prepared to answer gardening questions.
I'm always prepared to answer a gardening question.
But you know what? It's kind of the thing is, it will take a little bit of work, won't it? You know, you can't expect a garden to look nice without a little bit of work, but it doesn't have to be too difficult, because it could be, you know, you're sowing some wildflowers or, I mean, when they say grimy, I wonder if they mean the patio needs cleaning. If that's the case, I can recommend a product on QVC if you watch the show at 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Oh my God.
What would your advice be, young melon?
I just think make it like your own personal space. What do you want to use it for? You know, do you want barbecues in the summer? Do you just want to go and chill outside in a hammock? You can do really simple things without plants to begin with as well, while you're kind of trying to create some beds or borders. Just put some like mirrors up and some like just really fun like bird boxes. Just do little things like that to start kind of encouraging and to bring the birds as well, because there's birds that are starting to come into my garden and I bloody love it. Do you know what I mean? It seems so simple, but just hearing the birds and seeing them so happy out there as well, and I'm feeding them, and it's a joy. It's a simple thing. Such a joy. Did you know that listening to morning bird song makes us feel safe?
Yeah,
Makes us
wow.
feel
That's cool
that's
to know.
apparently why we like birdsong, because when you hear them singing, it makes you think that it's a new day and another new day will come, and it's relaxing, and it genuinely is the best kind of music you can listen to for your mental health. Anyway, let's listen to these messages before we go.
God! They're streaming in now, and I've got
It's
my
been great, guys. I'll definitely be back. I hope that doesn't sound too cringy. I mean, it probably does. Soz.
Oh, thank you so much, Gardening Myself, saying we love you. Thank you. Who's next?
And Alex, ready? Oh, we got two Alexes. We are knee deep in Alexes.
I need to know. I'm sorry, I cannot. The nation needs to know. If Kathy was a plant, which plant would Kathy be?
I think you need to play the next message too.
Oh.
Sorry, I should say that by Kathy I mean Kathy Beale from EastEnders, just to clean that up a little bit.
Kathy Beale from EastEnders. Who do you think? What plant?
Yeah, well, she's kind of motherly and kind of been around a bit. What do you think that would be? Something like a petunia?
Do you know what I think she would be?
Yeah.
A begonia.
Do you think? Oh, no, you're only saying that so it ties in.
Motherly. Hang on.
Yeah, because she's a grandma.
And been around a bit.
And she's a grandma. Yeah, she's glamorous. Yeah.
I was giving you a plant based upon how you described Kathy Beale. So we think Kathy's a begonia. Thanks for the question.
Well, I think there's another important question to answer before we sign off. If a Karen was a plant, what would that plant be? That's a good question. What would Karen be?
I think Karen would be a... I'm looking around at all the plants that we've got in my house. I think...
Oh my God, it's raining. Hallelujah. Cool. Right, sorry, go on.
Yeah. She would probably be a calathea or calathea, however you'd like to pronounce it. I think that's what it would be. Yeah.
Choose something more trashy.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are trashy and annoying and painful to look after.
Cool. Oh, my God. Cool. Okay. Right. Oh, now my lamppost is broken down. Jesus Christ, this wind.
Oh, my God.
Right,
Here's a message from Alex.
Yeah.
Mare's tail, because it's just a pain in my arse. And I feel like Karens are just mares, aren't they?
That's a really good one. Really good one.
Good answer.
Cobra is the very proud partner of Series 4 of the Plant-Based Podcast, joining in the celebration of plants, gardens and outdoor living. With over 60 models of lawnmowers available in the Cobra range, there's something for every garden. As a special offer for our listeners, Cobra is offering the chance to win exclusive prizes. Head over to cobragarden.co.uk to find out more.
Okay, so who's doing the welcome?
You do. Welcome to Plant-Based Podcast News, and I do your horticulture news roundup for the week.
Okay. Right then, how's the sound? Okay?
It sounds fine to me, but you're moving around a lot, so that will distort it a bit.
I'm not moving now. Give me a chance. Give me a chance to get in position.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
Laying down as usual.
Laying down's good, isn't it?
You're always laying down when we record.
Am I? That's because I don't know, because you work me too hard. Right, ready?
Yes, ready.
Oh, Flap, who's starting? Me. Right,
yes.
Okay. Right. Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News.
Your horticultural news roundup for the week.
Don't laugh.
I wasn't even laughing.
You were. You're like, your roundup.
I wasn't even laughing. Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, I screwed it up. Should we do it again?
If you like.
But don't laugh, just because I say it.
Oh my God, I was smiling that we're reading the news.
Right, okay, ready? Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News. Stop laughing! Oh,
Just
Ellen.
laugh then. All of a sudden, your voice went super deep and very serious, and I couldn't stop laughing.
That's
Sorry.
because I was doing an intro.
I know, I'm sorry.
I wonder if this is going to be in the offcuts at the end of the episode, which is a hint, Gareth.
I'm so sorry. Go on then. I'll put my deep voice on as well.
Well, why don't you not look at me?
It's not about looking at you.
The music for the Plant-Based Podcast is part of the song Grow by Mikey James, and our editor is Gareth Patch of Semi Echo.